Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Imagine If Live Show. You have your host, Armani Fierce, and
Shanita Incognita.
thank you guys for viewing in to another week. Happy Father's Day to all you baby bacon Rolling Stones. Ow. So this is a new week, and we're talking about STDs and how they're taking over our community. Sister, you got time.
So let's just, jump right into some scary shit, okay? According to an article posted in TMJ in February 2019, half of all sexually active people in Milwaukee will contract an STD by age of 25.
So, what does that mean? Strap it up, okay? There's no way around it. I know, Tamia's and the Laurens and I'm just speaking out loud, the Kasias and the Callies and our girls, they're growing up and they're gonna want some whatever. We're gonna pray that God order their steps and He guide them in the path of righteousness, like we always do.
Not even just our girls either, though. We have to
Our
look out for our boys
Monties and our Roberts
Yes.
and our Elijahs. So we do have, our own category of kids that we know these teens that this will eventually affect if it already haven't affect them. Okay, now. So I know might be like playful sometimes, but this is a real important situation. This is something that can like make or break you. It could for 15 minutes. It can be the best time of your life, and then for the rest of your life, you'll have to live with that decision for.
Yeah, some STDs are the gifts that keep on giving that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. So 5 minutes of pleasure can lead to a lifetime of pain.
Period. So ask yourself: is this something you want to get yourself into first? Research, find out what is out there. What are you What are you like running from? What are you trying to prevent? It's very serious because it's so many different things out there. So I mean, it's kind of sad that when you lay down with somebody nowadays, people my age group, we be like, okay, well, we risk this. Hopefully, we only get like gonorrhea or chlamydia,
Yeah.
and we don't. Hopefully, we don't get AIDS or herpes, which sadly to say, I know some personal people who were infected by that. Not just affected, but affected and infected by it. Okay. So this is something that's very serious for, like my sister said, men and women. I would advise women to take it a little more seriously because we give birth to our children and our children can have it too. So poor little innocent little Roro, pregnant with little Roro. We go see him in the hospital, and he got bumps all over his face. Why do little Roro got bumps on his face?
Because the mother delivered him vaginally, having a herpes outbreak, and may have not even been aware of it, but because she delivered him vaginally, now little Roro also was born with herpes and has it on his face, which is can be fatal to infants born this way and having herpes. A lot of people are like, oh, herpes is no big. Well, it's a big deal, but it's like, oh, this is some bumps or whatever. I'm gonna take the Biotrax and I'm gonna clear it up. Yes, but when you're pushing that baby out of your birth canal and you have herpes, and that herpes is now on the baby, that affects the baby's lungs. You can be born blind. It's respiratory issues. Like it's just more than just having, an outbreak on the baby's face. That baby can die. And it's not like it's intentional that you did something or your baby is having all these complications. It's totally could be accidental, but it is preventable just by knowing your status.
Exactly. So, okay, now TT don't want to watch Little Roro because I don't want my babies to have it. I'm sorry. Okay. Here's a little advice. In your house, I would highly advise you, anybody who has company at their house, to keep a spray bottle of bleach water. Because as I stated, I know people personally who has this and they don't tell you. Okay. So you can keep your kids' vajayjays and wee wees protecting their booties or whatever, because you can't have herpes on your booty. You can't get herpes in your mouth. So these are things you want to protect. And so I know in your mouth is kind of hard, but what you do is you just if you give your kids as much knowledge and resources about this kind of stuff as you can. But at the same time, you also have to prevent it. And I know it's kind of unfortunate, but the best way to prevent it is keep the people clean the fuck out your house. You'll keep down bug infestations like bed bugs and roaches and so on and so forth. Because just like STDs, people don't like to talk about that and they don't want to, let you know that they have it. So to keep down issues, keep people out your house. But if you do have people out your house, get you a bottle of bleach water. Whenever you have some company, make sure you spray it on your toilet. I know it sounds crazy, but this is actually how you help prevent spreading unwanted STDs. Okay, so first, keep people out your house. Second, spray the toilet after everybody leaves.
Something else, I'm all about the scary facts today. So in 2017, more than 6,900 people between the ages of 15 to 24 tested positive for chlamydia. More than 2,500 people in that age group tested positive for gonorrhea, and it was 87 new cases of syphilis. This is in Milwaukee alone. Another thing that I found just scary to me, the state of Wisconsin Health Department estimates that 1,200 people right now in the state of Wisconsin and the city of Milwaukee and the surrounding areas are living with HIV and don't even know it.
Get tested, okay? If you don't know, now you know, okay? This is why we're here. Our job is to help bring awareness, okay? We are the voice for the women who are scared to speak, for the men who are scared to speak. This is what we are here doing, trying to inform you guys of all the things that's coming up. Like basically the news haven't told us this. You know why? Because it's population control. So if they don't tell you this, then you like fucking up your future and nobody wants you. So now you don't want to like jump off, the bridge or something because you got something that you might not think everybody has. But let me just say, unfortunately, in every circle of 5 to 10, at least 7 of those girls, at least, if it's 10 females, 7 of those females have something or has something. Be very, very careful how you pick and choose. As they stated, do not trust the big booty and smile. These bitches is poison. I'm sorry. Bad.
I think like STDs and the more serious HIV, herpes, it doesn't have a face. You would be surprised of like the individuals that have these diseases and you didn't even know it just by looking at them like, oh, well, look at her or look at him. Like they like what is that? The one chick, it was a professional groupie that was, I can't even think of her name now. But she was sleeping with all these people, so now she had HIV.
America.
Yeah.
That was her name, America.
There you go. Yeah.
And she went to jail for spreading HIV. So then you also got the gay community who it's a lot of men. And I know this personally, and I hate to put people's business out there, but if you look at some of my videos or whatever, I could show you a few men in there that's gay. I have a cousin that's a transsexual, and my cousin informed me that there's a lot of men that's on the low and that they sleep with men undercover. That these men be begging to suck her penis. Honest to God. And these are the same men that my friends brag about being in their inbox. I promise to God. I don't say nothing because it's not my business. And hey, some women think, oh, I'm better than you, and we'll joke on you, boo. Because Lil Roro, he gay, okay? And he out here spreading shit that you might not want to be spreading. But that ain't my business, and I'm not going to spread shit that shouldn't be spreaded either. So I'm going to just shut up. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that it's a lot. If one day I can get my cousin to come up here and she can air out, whatever in the closet for these dudes, I know we're going to have to send her to a different state, like 10, at least 1,000 miles away because they're going to come for her because they're going to be ready to kill her. But this is real, girls. Like, listen, that's one of the main ways that we transfer STDs is by same sex, honestly. it's sick, it's trifling, and God do everything in his power to punish y'all for that shit. So if you wonder why you got stuff that you didn't know or you shouldn't have, well, it is the reason why you got it, and that's why God allows you to have it, because everything that goes on in this world, whether it's good or bad, it comes from our Father who art in heaven. He let it happen. I know it sounds crazy, but he orchestrates every single thing in here. I know this is a tad bit off subject, but it ain't. You put yourself in those situations. So what can I tell you to do? Not put yourself in those situations. If we giving you things to help you be aware, and I'm not saying this is the only channel you can get this from, you can go anywhere and get this information. You got YouTube, you got internet, all these different type of resources. You just fail to not care because you was caught up in that moment, where that moment could change your life. And to the dudes, oh, I got, Juicy, Jody, and Judy, and woo, that's not cute. I don't know what man in this world told y'all having all these flock of hoes that ain't doing nothing for you, that's gonna tell on your ass when you go to jail. It's just too many people involved in your life. Now you got all these unwanted diseases, and now nobody don't want you, and now you're gonna end up dying lonely and sick, unfortunately. And the rate, Donald Trump is our president, first of all. The rate that the government is like extending help for the people like I hate to say low life, but less fortunate people. You're not going to have Medicare in a couple of more years. You know what I'm saying? So these battles you're going to be fighting on your own. If you do have herpes or syphilis or AIDS or HIV, this is stuff you're going to have to deal with by yourself pretty soon. So don't go thinking me and her, tax dollars going to keep paying for your medicine either. And I don't feel sympathy for you guys. I'm sorry to say, Lord, save them and work with them and have mercy on them. But you made your bed, now lay in it. Get research, get help.
But every situation is different though. So it's like, not everybody who has something that's on the down low or promiscuous either. Because I know of someone from my past, she was married, faithful to her husband. Of course, she thought her husband was faithful, but she ended up getting pregnant and having a baby. At one of her doctor's appointments, it found out she had HIV. She never knew. She was with her husband for years. They were high school sweethearts. They got married in college. It's like, where did it come from? So by now, it was her husband. He wasn't gay. He was sleeping with other women. He actually slept with the woman. Not everybody who has HIV and AIDS are homosexual.
Girl, Jacob was with a man.
But
50 Shades of Gay.
So the messed up part about it is that she ended up passing away and he's still out here. So it's like, you can't say I don't
so that means she must have had it longer, or he had it and didn't tell her.
He had it and didn't tell her.
Huh?
Yeah. So it's like, I'm not gonna say like I don't feel sorry or have sympathy, because everybody's situation is different. It's kids that are born with HIV and AIDS from their parents who maybe were IV drug users or whatever in their past, or even a blood transfusion. So you can't just be like, I don't have sympathy for anybody, because every situation is different. Now, if you just out here hoeing and fighting and not protecting yourself and not knowing your status or whatever, then okay, that's that's kind of on you. And another thing too, I noticed that just by speaking to my doctor and just getting research on my own, trichomonas. Men don't have the same symptoms when they have trichomonas that females have. So, and that
trichomonas is one that's really tricky. Like, you can go and not even know you have trichomonas, to be honest. Like, so yes, like, I guess the best way to try to prevent this is
know your status. Just go to the doctor. Go get your checkups done. By law, everybody's supposed to have health insurance anyway.
I know the dude that I'm currently dating, or talking to and have been talking to forever. When we start talking, I had to get, because I'm like, dog, you older than me. I need to see what you got going on, and your life has been set up differently from mine, and I need to know what's going on, because I came this too far. Me being around so many people, as I stated, that I know have had or been encountered of certain things, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be the wise one, like, whoa, okay. So, and then let me say another thing. You can also be judged by who you hang with. So women, be careful who you hang with. The men too, because if you hang with niggas that's known for having dirty dicks, we not gonna want to talk to you, because y'all dirty bitches.
Birds of a feather
flock together. I've had dudes right hand to him, the Most High, come to me and say, "Oh, this and this your people. I'm good on you. I don't want to mess with your kind." I'm like, my kind? I'm a good girl. My mama a Southern Belle. We don't play like that. But at the same time, it is like, that's why sometimes he's like, "You want to come here? You want?" I like pump, and I love you to death. But my reputation means the world to me. I might die broke with nothing but my 3 children that I gave birth to, right? But my name, if I let my name is the same. My name will be a saint. I will be considered a saint once I leave, because I want my name to, mean everything. Just like Ruth and Susan and all the rest of the beautiful, wonderful women in the Bible, right? That's how I want my name to be. So be careful who you hang with, because at the same time, them girls, let me tell you how women roll. So if they know they cuckoo burning, girl, do you know that they will sleep with somebody and then try to come sleep with your man because they know they burning? And then not only would they do that, they'll try to hook you up with dudes they know that's burning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you know that he done burnt your cousin. So why would you try to hook me up with him?
Right.
And then dudes, they take pride. They know they burnt your sister or your cousin or your auntie or whoever, and they come try to talk to you knowing that this woman feels too insecure to come talk about it, so they're gonna just keep being able to go rotate this burning thing going around. No. So like she said, let's like do research on this person. Let's get information about what's going on. Let's do background checks, not just CCAP.
Yeah, we're in the age now where and it's messed up because it shouldn't be like that. But when you meet somebody, first thing I do, I don't do aliases. So if you tell me your name is Pookie, what's your mama call you, baby?
Right.
What's your grandmama? That's what I want to know. What
you can't come to my house and run off with my TV. I gotta call the police. Like, Pookie took it.
And if I'm itching and scratching, I can't just be going to the CDC like, oh, I was with Pookie. But anyways,
Pookie Jones.
So I need to know your government, and I CCAP. I do, and I encourage people. You can CCAP, whatever. I don't have no background, no crazy, whatever. And then also, like, it's a good idea nowadays too to go to the clinic with your potential mate.
That could be our first day. Let's go to the clinic.
And if somebody is against that, then that's a red flag right there. Like, oh, you against going to the clinic with me?
Right. But you're not above the clinic.
And that's one of my small talk questions too. Like when I'm talking to somebody, like, when last time you been to the doctor? Like, you don't necessarily have to give me all your medical background and stuff like that. But when the last time you been? Like, if it's been a while, that's kind of like
speaking to go to the doctor. Remember that? Like, we will speak. I got. I got you. You better go to the doctor.
Yes.
Speaking of those 2 people in that video, I know that they grew up in my neighborhood. I'm not gonna say whether I think they have it or not. I don't know, and I'm not gonna put people's business out there. But I'm just saying, go to the doctor. It's important. That message that woman put out, whether she was putting out valuable or real information, it was important for people to listen to what she was saying. The final message to what she was saying was go to the doctor. Okay? Because just to be honest, who's to say? Like, them is the same women I was saying that when they know they got something, they'll come spread it around. Yeah. So it's important that you guys go get help, because now we not just saying this because honestly, for real, if you ever visit a sex store, they have all the bells and whistles of sex in there. So honestly, you wouldn't even need a woman or a man once you visit a sex store. Honestly, you can have a lot of fun by yourself, right?
The batteries, you take care of that itch.
Yeah,
without the headache,
but whatever kind of speeds you like. They got them all different sizes and holes. So whatever you want out of there, you can get it, right? All you need is a little lube, and it'll take you very far in the sex store. But my point to say is, so I know they get bored. People don't want to just be weirdly sleeping with yourself. I get it. You want some companionship
and contact.
Yeah, I get it. I went 2 years by myself. I understand. Okay, but the goal is to research that person. Don't just go lay down because you're thirsty, because you're gonna come up messed up. Now you really gonna be thirsty because you don't want to. If you're a real person, you don't want to just be spreading that around like that, right? And it's been people, and let me tell you the effect of what it have on you. I've seen women who I know or who I think or not, have it, or just different things. And I watch them and they so insecure. Dudes kind of dog them and treat them any kind of way. And I feel like they just feel less than. They don't even try to go nowhere because they're not really happy about spreading this disease around. Yeah. So they just like get treated like shit in their own world because this one situation. And I do feel sorry for them people who like you was younger, you got manipulated by an older guy or something, and he gave you something, or you know what I'm saying? Those kind of situations do happen every day, and they can happen to us. I have a close relative, and when I say that, I'm not trying to throw nothing out there, but my very close relative slept with an older guy, and on her first time, and came back with something. Honest to God, now it was curable, thank the heavens and the earth. You know what I'm saying? But it was a wake up call. It showed us how stuff happens, right? So I had some scares too, to be honest. Sometimes you will think that you might have something. It could be a bacterial infection or urinary tract infection. So go to the doctor and make sure you don't have those common symptoms either. But yeah, that, and when you get up from having them scares and you rush to the hospital because your poop is burning or you can't pee or it's bleeding when you pee and you scared. Yeah, I mean, that kind of wake up call too, like, I ain't doing that no more. Lord, if this ain't nothing major, I'm going to make sure I cover up. I know that was my thing. I pray. Yeah. I be trying to be a lot more cautious. But, so yeah, just kind of get to know the person. What you think, Sue?
I agree. Just get to know the person and just be a responsible adult. And that's pretty much all it is to it. And here I am again with another one of my little fun facts. So the Outreach Center on Cesar Chavez Drive states that they test roughly 500 people a year for free for HIV. And out of roughly that 500 people that they test every year, 5 to 10 of those people test positive. And it may not seem like a lot.
So that's like 10%, though.
But I mean, that's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. And it's like, you're going to eventually get to the point where you're not even going to be able to, it's going to be like, you're going to have to go to the sex store because everybody's going to have it. And another thing I found interesting that I was reading up on previously is that everybody's strand, like if you have HIV, you may not have the same strand as your partner has. And that can be a deadly combination. And that, of course, maybe the full-blown AIDS, that can be deadly for whoever that person is. They can make you sicker. And I'm like, that's crazy. And another thing, too, right, and it's a new strain of chlamydia out here now that the meds are not working for. So it's like, is it worth it? Like I said, 5 minutes of pleasure, a lifetime of pain.
No, guys. And the reason why we brought this subject to you guys is because it's Father's Day. And a lot of people, how do you think fathers are able to have kids, huh? It's unprotected sex day, basically, right? Okay, so sex day. We not against having fun, having passionate sex, or
but some people do it. It's just
sex,
like
whatever you guys do.
We
with it, honestly. Yeah. We got kids, we have fun. We get it.
Educate yourself and know your status. I mean, just have those conversations, and these conversations that me and Amani choose to bring on our channel is conversations that are uncomfortable or taboo to have. Like, why? Let's talk about sex, baby.
You don't get normal people that come sit up with you. Like, I got one friend who was like, yeah, I caught that one. I'm like, dude, you is so fucking dope, dude. She's like really, like, she a real advocate. Like, she don't care. She gonna speak her voice, and I love her for that. So, I wish she would came here today, but she didn't come. But if she came, you would have woke up. I'm not lying, because she don't have no fear of telling me, like, yeah, that happened, and I trust this dude, and I laid down with him, and this what happened. You know what I'm saying? Dudes lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. These are statistics. These are facts here. These numbers don't lie. We are the statistics. These are facts, unfortunately. So, get it right. Like, facts is overrated. We are getting more facts right now than we get in anything else. And with these numbers, I don't think they're going to decrease. Do you?
No, it's going up. And that's the sad part about it. It's going up. Like, that's crazy. Syphilis, that's something from like back in the Tuskegee Airmen experiments. So what was that, like the 40s, 50s, 60s? That was supposed to have been done away with. It was 87 new cases of syphilis in 2017.
Syphilis is something that really tears up your body too. I seen a woman who passed away with syphilis. It's messed up.
It's making a comeback.
Don't it like put holes in your body?
Yeah, and like it like disfigures you and all type of like no.
I know I'm rude and mean, but I wish more people would have syphilis than AIDS because at least you'll be able to see it. Because like they have holes in everybody. Like your skin start like
with AIDS, you can kind of see it. HIV, I think that's where because AIDS they start getting like the visible symptoms on the outside.
Well, I need y'all niggas got visible symptoms because I don't want to be. Well, good thing is I'm off the market, 100% off the market. Don't even think about it. My sister not, so it's kind of scary. This is another reason we haven't here because I mean we meet a lot of good people for her, but unfortunately we just like dude look like he got AIDS or look at his walk, he like he's burning or.
Once again,
I don't want you to like walking like it's burning.
AIDS does not have a look, people.
But if you walking like it's burning, you know what? Them skinny jeans is hard to tell if y'all got AIDS or not.
It may just be like a friction rub, like a carpet burn.
Because I seen this dude with some skinny jeans on the other day, and his knees was knocking. And I'm like, I just knew he had something. I don't know what it was. But I'm like, nigga, you need to take them jeans off and go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor. And one other thing I hate, I know this ain't, but since we talk about skinny jeans, where did that come from?
I don't want to talk to somebody who can like make my ass look good if I put them on. Like, I mean,
yeah, if I could talk to a dude and his jeans fitted on me, I'm like,
I want real man back. Like, that's right. I don't all this dripping swag.
I like jogging pants. Y'all know how y'all like when we wear leggings? We want like more
all this metrosexual stuff. I need masculinity back. That's another problem that in our community.
We're all the real men.
Why is the masculinity like being taken away? Like, you know, this is monkey see, monkey do bullshit. Your favorite celebrity, favorite rapper, or whatever is wearing skinny jeans and nail polish and this shit. Like, now these average Joes is out here like, yeah, that's what women. That's not what women like. No, we don't like that shit.
No, I don't understand. And then here's the thought of the week. Okay, since being gay is a good way of spreading STDs, why not just be out and open with it? The world is so beyond bold with being gay now. I mean, like, they made a whole rainbow that was supposed to be about God and him not bringing the flood again. They made a whole rainbow now about being gay, which has nothing to do with God. I know he's angry because that's some natural things that Mother Earth gave us. But anyway. But why not just say you gay? Like, why cover it up?
The statement that you just made right there.
What?
That how the rainbow is supposed to be about God and God is angry and all. That's why people are not living in their truth, because people always put the stigma that being gay is something that is bad, possibly an abomination. But to be honest with you, though, and it's been some studies done on this too, whatever. I don't know if they figured it out by which gene it was yet. However, I honestly, since we like to we burn to the left a little bit, that way, left, whatever. I honestly think it's something that you're born with, because look at it like this, and hear me out, sis, because I know how you feel on the subject. However, to me, hypothetically, I'm a black man, 1 strike. I'm a black man in America, 2 strikes. I'm a black gay man in America, 3 strikes. Who would choose that? If you had a choice, who would choose that? Who would choose to be a one? Black men are already number 1 enemy in America. Argue me. That's my opinion. Say the argument. I don't care. They're already the number 1 most frowned upon person in America. Why would you then choose to put another strike on your back, another bullseye on your back, and be a gay man, a gay black man in America? Yes, homosexuality sometimes seems like it's kind of celebrated now. It's not, and you know what? To me, it's not being celebrated. People are finally living their truth and not giving a fuck who don't like it, and that's what it is. But you still have so many people who are so homophobic and will attack and try to hurt you and kill you just for being a gay man. Period.
Are they wrong?
Yeah, they are. Just like if I wanted to attack you because you got red hair today. I don't like bitches with red hair, so I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna be wrong. If you want to attack this man because he's gay, that's just like attacking a man because he's black.
Yeah.
Would you attack a black man? Would somebody be wrong to just attack a black man just because he's black? That'd be wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what would be the difference be if somebody attacked somebody who's gay just because they're gay?
Right. So because and the reason why we're talking about gayness is because honestly, like if you look into STD studies, like that's the biggest way of spreading them, translating, is by hiding. Like, because if you know you gay, then, like gay people, like it's just commercials. Like I do everything I can since I know I'm in this kind of relationship because we know that those are the highest, the levels of their STD levels is higher than any other levels that we've heard of, honestly. So,
but it's all about living in your truth. Let people.
It is about living in your truth and to back up on being born with it. Now, here's another subject that we're gonna have to hit one day soon. But I wouldn't so much because God don't make mistakes. Okay, so I totally would never put it on my Father who art in heaven. Because if he wanted that to be that way, he would not say that in his word that it was an abomination. But
people take that scripture out of context all the time.
Why you say that?
Because it's true. People take the Bible scriptures out of context to fit their agenda all the time.
Right.
This is why I say this though, not just saying that was taken out of context, but the reason why I wholeheartedly believe in myself that that's something that was not a choice is because there are instances of homosexuality among animals.
Wait, can I say something though? I wasn't gonna say it's not God. It's these stupid ass scientific people that when we're born and they don't let us leave out the hospital and they inject us with different kind of medications. Me and my friend who's getting married soon, shout out to her. We did a study because she was talking to someone who's my kind. Shout out to all the Israelites. Pop, 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 pop. Anyway, he would not let her child get no fucking shots. And we didn't agree with that. We talked about it like a dog. We like, what? If you got 3 kids already, and they all had shots. Am I lying? Mm-hmm. Ain't little bro running around here normal just as everybody else. Solid as hell, bad as hell, but he's solid. Ain't no piece, inch, drop of nothing in that baby. And he living life just like any other kid. So I'm sorry, brother, for thinking you was wrong. I was not in my truth then. But I believe at this moment you was right. Because after you just said that, it is that I don't think when they born, when they in your womb, they're gay. But I think when they born, and do you know some of the juices that our kids drink? Do you know some of the food that they eat? Some of the injections they put in our food has female and male hormones. So if you eating it and you drinking this stuff, your hormones are going to be jumping. If you getting more female hormones in your body and you're a male, what's that going to make you feel like? A woman, right? You're going to start feeling like a woman, right? So they're putting this shit in African American communities once again to target our population. I'm sorry.
But we personally know an example of born this way, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But I don't feel like it was out the womb. She also, before we had studies, got kids shots and all that stuff, just like me. And I've seen feminine ways in my son, and I've also seen aggressive and like men, in my daughter. So I'm like, it has to be the government. I'm sorry, I hate to say it like this, but I feel like the government is controlling who's gay and who's not. I'm not lying.
Okay, so
because I could never put it on my father, who I know it's not him.
So if you feel like it's because of the vaccinations and the hormones in the food, which of course our food is filled with hormones that it can possibly cause significant cancer. I believe that's how cancer is formed, but that's neither here or there. Well, how do you explain the animals?
Because they inject the animal food. They do.
Okay.
In the field,
We gonna have no. I'm not talking about like cows and farm animals and stuff. I'm talking about animals might be
like eggs, just like eggs.
No,
because eggs was humping the male dog.
It's insects too, though. They inject the insects too.
No,
I could Google it for you and let you know. I can't think of the name of the insects right now.
See, the difference is no. Let's go to this. So with animals and all that kind of stuff, I don't like, you know how the police and the sheriff is certain things that has jurisdictions. I don't think the animal is considered gay because of that.
But they have sex with the same gender.
Like Ace. Ace is a dog, a male dog, and he help other male dogs, but I don't consider Ace gay. For one, because God didn't make no law, statutes, and commandments for Ace. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's gay. And nor do it say anywhere that if like with animals to us, because we know right from wrong, it seems gay. But realistically, I wouldn't say I wouldn't believe, because believing is a slight bit of knowing, you know what I'm saying? Or think you know, but you really don't know. So I really don't know. I like to be honest. I don't know why animals freak each other, but I don't care because animals, well, let me be clear, because that is another way of STDs. Another way of STDs, y'all, is humans sleeping with animals. Human beings sleeping with animals. And if I had one of my cousins on the show, we know a woman who used to get, like, she used to be on drugs, and people used to, like, give her drugs to go sleep with dogs and shit. No boy, like, here goes some rocks, and they was weirdos. And they would literally sit up there and watch, one day, watch the woman sleep with animals. Like, so now she had a man, and after she came off her rocks, she went and slept with her man. And I believe how this is really, and I'm sorry to say, but this is normally like the white people do, okay? But this person was black in the hood, like living right over there by us, right walking right down the alley, like, bro, what is you doing to a dog, though? I'm tripping. Crack gotta be some powerful stuff, but that is how a lot of these STDs are spread. Like, I mean, are even here is because of all this experimenting, because in the beginning of the world it wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying? But when you get twisting and mixing and experimenting and all that, it's just too much. So to keep yourself clean, I would advise you 1,000,000%, if you're entering a relationship, to always take your partner, you and your partner take your first date to the doctor. Go eat your little picnic bag and go to the doctor. Second date, sis?
Second date, go to get tested.
If you haven't did it on your first date and you just went out to eat, make your second date, you went to the doctor. Some kind of way before you guys have sex, go to the doctor. If you have had sex and you had sex protected, now you want to go move unprotected, which is cool, because he did say be fruitful and multiply. You still need to get checked out. You need to go to the doctor, because you know what I'm saying. And then when they got Planned Parenthood, they do a lot of stuff for free. If it's not for free, they help you. I know they sign you up for an insurance card. Right. Go down to the Belief building if you don't have insurance and sign up for insurance today.
And I know I used to hear the excuses a lot, like when I used to date, like, oh, well, we're in a condom, it doesn't feel the same. It's so many advancements in condoms now. They got the bear, what is it, Trojan bear, where it's barely there, the ultra thins, like, you can definitely fill it with a condom. Get the rib, twist it, whatever you need to do, like, it's totally different variety. You get the variety box, experiment, and find the one that works for you.
And if they don't feel good, which I was the person who used to feel that way too, just a little bit. You can put it on before, like how to do, put a little on before and put a little on himself, and then put a little on, you know, to make it a little more comfortable for you if you guys have issues with, you know, if the flow is not flowing well, then it helps out with these, because they are very important. And I know people like, well, I've been with my man for 10 years. Still go get that. You never know. You just never know. Like, prime example, look at the Kardashians, period. This nigga was gay the whole time. Girl. He could have gave her whatever if he did that. Who knows? But my point is, That's why it does not matter how long you've been with that man. The same way you want to have an anniversary, I would have a doctorversary. Period. That's our new thing. Hashtag doctorversary. Hashtag it. Doctorversary. Carrying on. Make this a part of your life, guys.
Yes.
So after 6 months, you go to the doctor by yourself because it's like something women have to do. After a year, make it a doctorversary. And you and your dude do the same thing y'all did in the beginning, right? Y'all dated and went to the doctor the first time. So a year later, if y'all still managed to be together in these corrupted streets of Wisconsin or the nation of this crazy world, go to the doctor. I mean, you can't go to the doctor enough. If you have insurance, please use it.
Yeah. Right? I usually get tested after each partner. Not that I'm out here biting. Like, right. I don't, but, because you just never know. And I feel like it's better to do it that way before you jump into another relationship. Go get tested because then if you do happen to come down with something, you want to know who gave it to you. Yeah, you don't want to just assume because, I know somebody who had got something and then it was like, oh, you gave it to me, blah, blah, blah. You did it. It came from you. And then he went and got tested. He ain't had shit. So now you looking stupid. You got egg in your face when this could have been prevented if you were a responsible adult. And just give yourself a little time between relationships. That's another issue with our community. Like, we so quick to jump in and out of relationships. Love yourself. Like, date yourself. And then move on to the next one. Go to the doctor, get tested, and then move on to the next one. Like, you don't have to keep hopping from penis to penis and coochie to coochie, like, right away like that. Because that's how stuff, you spreading all these weird juices. Now you throw them up, and the pH balance is off, and it's too much.
Yeah. So, to wrap it up, guys, we appreciate everybody joining us. We hope you guys were able to get some kind of message out of this. Back to cover up everything, do a background check on your partner, male or female, okay? Background checks does not mean you have to go do a CCAP and see if he's been to jail, okay? You need to do a background check and find out that he's not gay, find out that he never was, just to see that he's a stand-up guy. If he did have something, he would tell you. Talk to who he dated. I know it's messy. Understand that she might hate on whatever, but talk to her, you know what I'm saying? Look at her on her face and see if she looks sick. Look at all this kind of stuff. Like, really, really, really take your time with these men and these women. Men, remember what I told you. Out of 10 women out here, if you see 10 bad women, at least 7 women either had something or got something. So be very, very careful how you pick your next woman, okay? And another thing is, don't trust a big booty and smile. These bitches is poison. Please pay attention to what's going on in our community. This is serious. It's not a joke. It's spreading and they're taking over our people. We got people dying. Yeah. We got people sitting in the hospital and growing sick. We got people with their syphilis and their bodies blistering and just don't even know what the hell wrong with them. Mm-hmm. And then you got us, people that's like just trying to stay far away from all that shit and thanking God every moment that we ain't received nothing. Thank you, Father God. Or if we did, it was an ultimate scare and we was able to get rid of it. Thank you. No. Just being honest. Like, we all fall victim and we all fall short. Thank God for Jesus. But at the end of the day, you want to move forward and be more cautious and thank God that you still got a chance to do that. Please research your partner. Research your partner. And as everybody say, let your next move be your best move.
And just to wrap it up here, I thought this was something that was kind of dope when I read it. The 16th Street Outreach Center will actually go out to bars and clubs to offer free HIV and STD testing. So that's like, for all you club party promoters out there, call the 16th Street Outreach Clinic and have a STD party at the next club event. And, because, pretty sure half of them up is probably going to go home with somebody at the end of the club. So let's go get tested, get some free condoms in the club. That would be super dope. I've never seen nothing like that before. But you can contact
being there like,
my God, tell me that it's negative.
Hey, someone's texting all that. I'm negative. Oh, I'm negative.
Okay, so listen. You can contact the 16th Street Outreach Clinic at 414 414-897-5645. 414-897-5645. And if any of y'all take my idea to promote a STD party at one of these
It's 6 o'clock.
like I mean, you know, get your off. I'm just saying.
We'll be with it. But make sure you invite us. Y'all like us, share us, follow us. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, even if it's for a second. We appreciate all our viewers, the audience. Thank you guys. See you again. Happy Father's Day to all you Rolling Stones. And make sure
Know your stuff.
you use these condoms. See you until then. Thank you guys.
Oh, this is not a mag. I'm gonna say just get lifestyle. Everybody can't do magnums.
Yeah.
But you know, get
Well,
the one that fits you.
Magnum is the lifestyle, but we'll do lifestyle if we can't get the lifestyle. All right, y'all. Thank y'all again. We love y'all. See y'all.
Bye.